Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing good. Today we are going to read from chapter 5. Which section? Narad Muni story. This is the one, right? 5.7. Okay. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapesthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishwashunavadi Paschat Deshikarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasad Gaura Bhaktavini Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna. We are reading from Learn Gita Live Gita course book, section number 5.7. This is the story of sage Narada chastising two arrogant brothers. There is an event mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Once Narad Muni, as a travelling preacher, goes to Kailash. This is Kailash mountain, which is the home of Dash. Kailash Parvat is the home of Dash, Lord Shiva. This is so Narad Muni is once travelling, and he reaches Kailash. At that time, two sons of Kuvera, the treasurer of demigods. So at that time, two sons of Kuvera. Who is Kuvera? Kuvera is the treasurer of demigods. जो देवताओं के खजांची, देवताओं के कोषागार हैं, कोषाध्यक्ष. So his sons are Manigriva and Nalkuvera. They were bathing in the Mandakini river in Kailash. In Mount Kailash, there is a river called Mandakini river, and they were bathing there. But how they were bathing? They were naked and enjoying water sports with women. When Narad Muni came, they were intoxicated. They were drunk. Seeing sage Narada, the ladies put on their clothes and left, but these two remained there, standing unconcerned, for they were very proud of their father's wealth. So when Naradji came, the ladies, they left. They felt ashamed, but these two boys, they didn't feel ashamed. But why they didn't feel ashamed? Because they were very proud of their father's wealth. Like Queen Kunti says, 4 things make us proud. What are those 4 things? Queen Kunti says 4 things make us very proud. Like Nalakuvera, Manigriva, they were proud of their father's wealth. There are 4 things which make us very proud. What are those 4 things? Who knows? Sir discusses this quite frequently. I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Sir discussed these 4 things in the evening lecture. So they are: when is one proud? When, for example, um, uh, son of Ambani family, Tata family, Birla family, he'll be very proud, right? Because he means mostly he will be very proud of his family lineage, right? So somebody will be proud of his family lineage, or somebody will be proud of his or her. Somebody has got a lot of wealth, like this verse is saying. Uh, the Manigriva and Nalkuvera, they were proud of their father's wealth. So this is one option, one answer clearly in front of you. Wealth. Wealth makes us very proud. And what else makes us proud? Uh, so somebody studies in IIT. He may become very proud, right? See, I am in IIT, and somebody else who is studying in local college, in front of this IIT person will go and he will say, see, I am so great. I am so great. So this is, he is proud of his learning, his education. See, I am so highly educated. I have got this degree, that degree. I've got BTech from IIT Kanpur. I have got PhD from IIT Kanpur. I have got a postdoc from a very good university. So this makes me proud. And what else can make me proud? As you said, beauty. Beauty can make me proud. Somebody is very beautiful, that person can become proud. See, I am so beautiful. I am a film star, or I am a cricket star. I am so beautiful. I am a famous model. So these are the four things. Janma Aishwarya Shuta Shri. Janma Aishwarya Shuta Shri Bhi Edamana Madaha Puman. So this is the pair of Kunti Maharani, that these four things make one very proud, but Krishna is not impressed by these four things. Rather, Krishna is impressed with devotion. That is Kunti Maharani's prayer. Janma Ishwarya Shuta Shridhi Edamana Mada Puman Naiva Ahatya Vidhatum Vai Swam Akinchana Gocharam. This comes in the first canto, maybe 9th chapter of Bhagavatam. Verse number maybe 32 or something. I don't remember the verse number. 6 something. So they were very proud of their father's wealth. They didn't even put on their clothes and were instead unhappy to see great sage Narada coming there and disturbing them. So they were not ashamed, but rather they were angry that why Naradji has come there to disturb them, to disturb their enjoyment. So they were very disturbed and unhappy and angry on Naradji. So this makes Naradji annoyed by their behavior. So Naradji becomes annoyed by their behavior and cursed them to become trees. But since they were cursed by a devotee, they became trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul and got liberated by Krishna. Before giving them curse, Narada chastised them by saying the following words. So Naradji became compassionate towards them. He thought, these people are in such a holy place, which is the abode of Lord Shiva, but they are indulging in this kind of activities, which is not appropriate for this place, but also for their position, because they are so elevated, sons of Kuvera. And if they behave like this, how ordinary people will behave, right? Ordinary people will behave in completely even worse way, because whatever the great people do, the ordinary people follow. Which verse is this? This is a verse from Bhagavad Gita, which says whatever the respectable people or great people who hold high positions in the society, whatever they do, the common people like us, we follow them, right? So Abhishek Bansal Prabhu is replying, Yad yad acharati shreshthas tat tadeva itaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Whatever the great people, the way they behave, tat tadeva itaro janaha. Similarly, the other people, the people who respect them, they will behave, right? And whatever examples they set, the whole world it follows. Like if today the leaders they do something, whole India talks about it. Whole India says the impact goes to the entire India. But if a small person, let's say an ordinary person does something, he will have very minimal impact only around his surroundings, maybe in his family, in his locality. But if a person who is at such a high position, Prime Minister of India or Cabinet Minister of India, whatever he or she does, the whole country will talk about it, maybe, or also the whole world will talk about it. Right? So Naraji thought that these boys are holding such an important position. They are sons of the treasurer of demigods. So if they behave like this, so they behave in such irresponsible manner, how the whole world will learn? What will the whole world learn? So that's why he cursed them. But his curse was very special. That his curse was that even if they become trees, they will still have memory of their this incident, so that they will be lamenting in a positive way, that they don't repeat this mistake further. They don't behave irresponsibly further. This curse was for some time, for few thousands of years, which is nothing for demigods, because demigods they have very long life. So, but this remembrance, if they have repentance, that repentance will purify them. It will correct them. And not only that, Naradji also blessed them or cursed them that they will become trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul, so that they can see childhood pastimes of Krishna. Because they are so great, they are so elevated. Naradji Naradji is so great that Naradji said that whatever comes from Naradji is not going to be waste. So when Naradji said it's a curse, but even that curse is a blessing, because they got chance to become trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, which nobody can even imagine. We cannot even imagine even being able to appreciate Krishna's childhood pastimes. We are so unfortunate that we don't even appreciate that much. But they were not only appreciating, but also directly face to face becoming a part of that pastime. So that is the mercy of Naradji, that he blessed them in such a way that they were corrected, and not only that, they became very elevated devotees. But before doing all this, Naradji gave them some nice instructions, because Naradji will not put them in tree's body without giving them the right message to meditate upon. So those thousands of years, they can meditate on this message. And this message is very special. Sir likes this message very much. Therefore, Sir has put it here also. While alive, so Naradji is saying, while alive, does this body belong to its employer, to the self, to the father, to the mother, or the mother's father? So Naradji is asking, you are so proud of your body, but this body does not belong to you. Whom does it belong to? Whom does your body belong to? Your body, which you are so proud of, because you think this body is born in Kuvera's family, son of Kuvera, and it's so beautiful body. Like demigods' bodies are very beautiful. We are nothing in front of them. We are like somebody was giving analogy. We look like frogs in front of them. Frogs are not very beautiful in that sense, but we look like frogs in front of demigods. They are so beautiful. So, and while we are alive, whom does this body belong to? Does it belong to the employer, who is, because he's paying for us, right? He's paying for our work hours. Like IIT is paying for me when I'm here. So does my body belong to IIT? To the self? Does it belong to me? I don't have any control on the body. My body will age. It will deteriorate. It will fall sick without my control. So can I say this belongs to me, and finally it will be taken away from me without my control? Does it belong to my father? My father has given birth to it. My father has nurtured this body, but does it belong to him? No. I may not even care for my father when he grows old. The mother, or does it belong to the mother or the mother's father, who has given birth to not just the mother but also like through him we came. But does this body belong to them? No, it doesn't belong to them also. Does it belong to the person who takes it away by force, to the slave master who purchases it, or to the son who burns it in the fire? This body belongs to whom? Does it belong to a person who, let's say, if somebody, like when I was a child, there was a what are they called? People who kidnap children. So one such person came and he picked me up and he was running away. But then one of my uncles, he saw him and he kind of immediately caught him and brought me back. Otherwise, I would have been with a slave master who might have purchased me. So does my body belong to a slave master who purchases me, or a person who has kidnapped me and made me a slave? Or does it belong to this? So does it belong to them? No, it doesn't belong to them also, because they also cannot, they can make me do some slavery work for a few years, but if I die or my body will age or my body will become tired, they can't control that. Or to the son who burns it, the son who finally takes the body and burns it when we are dead, does it belong to the son? No, nobody it belongs to. Or if the body is not burnt, does it belong to the dogs that eat it? Or the same body will be eaten up by dogs when I die if I'm not burnt. Let's say if I die in an unknown place where people are not around and nobody notices that I have left the body, and suddenly dogs will come and eat. So a few days ago, one professor shared the pictures of a peacock being eaten by dogs. So in IITK there are so many peacocks, but these dogs, they attack them and they eat them. So similarly, my body might also be eaten up by dogs someday. So among the many possible claimants, who is the rightful claimant? Right? Whom does this body belong to? This same body of which I am so proud. But that is its condition, its situation. It does not belong to me, because so many people can claim ownership over this body. IIT will say that you work for us because we are paying for you. So they will claim ownership on the body. Father will say, I have given you birth, I am the owner. Mother will say, I am the owner. Mother's father will say, I am the owner. And the person who kidnaps me says, I am the owner. Or somebody who purchases me as a slave will say, no, I am the owner, I have paid for you. Or sons who are going to burn it in the fire, they will say, we are the owners, we will give you the final fire. So, or the dogs will say, dogs will fight over my body. We are the owner of this body, you are not the owner. In this way, there are so many insects may eat, worms may eat my body. Worms will say, no, we are the owner, we can eat it. So everybody can claim their ownership over my body. But who is the owner? Not to ascertain this, but instead to maintain the body by sinful activities is not good. Right? So my body, I am so proud of, it does not belong to me. Then whom does it belong to? So there can be so many owners. So I should not be proud of my body because I am not the owner. Even materially speaking, I am not the only owner. So many people can claim ownership, but nobody actually owns it. Narad Muni is advising us that one should contemplate on questions like, whom does this body actually belong to? What am I, or who am I, etc. This human form of life is meant for inquiring about such questions. Unless we come to this point of Athato Brahma Jigyasa, we are no better than animals according to our Shastra. As explained above, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, answers this in Bhagavad Gita, saying that you are not the physical body. So, a person who is so proud of his body, people are fighting all over. Chinese will say, I am Chinese, that is my identity, and I will do everything to protect China. But whom does this China belong to? China belongs to, you are just born here and you will be you will be dead after some time. Somebody else will come and claim ownership over China. When Nehru was there, he said, I am the owner of India. Then other prime ministers came. Now Modi has come. He may say, I am the owner of India. But actually, whom does India belong to? India does not belong to any one of them. Similarly, my body also does not belong to any of these. So it does not belong to me. Um, therefore, I should ask this question: What are what is I am putting so much effort to maintain my body, but it will be taken away from me. Means so many people are claiming ownership over this. So why am I investing in this body? Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says the question: Okay, understand you are not the body, but you are spirit soul. You are not the mind, you are not the intellect, but you are conscious being, Satchidananda and divine. I think we can stop here. If you have any questions, this is next topic. Okay, we can actually read it. Modern scientists believe that you are this body which is made up of chemicals like iron, calcium, phosphorus, water and other content. They think that you are simply a bag of chemicals, but the total value of these chemicals put together is only some 100 rupees. So are we just a bag of chemicals worth a few hundred rupees? No. Bhagavad Gita teaches us that we are not simply matter because if we are just matter or chemicals, then we should not complain when we are attacked. Just like a house doesn't complain when you throw stone at it, or one should not complain when he or she is hit, isn't it? But this is not the case. You're not just a bag of chemicals, you are spirit soul, a conscious being. Okay. So, so it means we should not be proud of our body. Janma is about the body. Aishwarya, wealth, is about the body because I will use the wealth for my body and I will earn the wealth because of my body only. Shuta, education, which is given to the body, and Shri, which is the beauty of the body. So these four things make me proud, but these four things don't belong to me because the body does not belong to me. Right? So that is the meaning that we should not be proud. And if we are proud, we are not thoughtful. We are not very intelligent. Okay. Anybody has any questions here? Hare Krishna. So if there are no questions, then we can stop here. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.